Good morning, students. As the previous videos, we have discussed the chapters like general entries, ledger, etc. But today we will discuss a new chapter named Books of Original Entry and Special Purpose Subsidiary Books. So, first of all, starting anything, let me introduce you to this chapter. So, in previous chapters, we have method of recording transaction in the cash book was discussed. As discussed, only the cash transactions are recorded in cash book. As in the previous chapter, we have discussed about cash book, and I have told you that in cash book we only record cash transactions. Means these transactions which are not directly linked in cash, means credit transactions are not recorded in the cash book. So for credit transaction, what we do for credit transaction, we use original entry books or subsidiary books like purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, bill receivable book, bill payable book, and general proper. So it is not necessary for every transaction to maintain all the above mentioned special subsidiary books, but any of the above may be kept depending upon the need of the business. Means it is not compulsory to create this type of subsidiary accounting books, but for the convenience of the business, every type of business can obtain one or every or many type of books like this. So bill receivable book and bill payable books are not in this syllabus. Okay, so we will not discuss that. So first of all, purchase book. What is purchase book and what we do in this? All type of credit purchases. All type of credit purchases of goods, not assets. All type of credit purchases of goods are recorded in the purchase book. Goods means those things which are in which the firm is dealing. Suppose we are doing the business of furniture. So if we purchase any type of wood to create that furniture and to resell that furniture, or we directly purchase some furniture to resell it, it will be called goods. Means all those things are goods which we purchase for reselling. Okay, all that things are goods which we purchase for reselling. In other words, all those goods which relate to our business, means which business we are doing. Suppose we are doing the business of furniture, and if we have purchased some furniture for our office use, not for reselling it, for our office use, it will not be considered as goods. Okay. Then following transactions are not recorded in the purchase book. What following transactions? First of all, cash purchase, purchase of assets, recording of cash purchases are not recorded in the purchase book, and purchase of asset, like if we have purchased a machine, purchased a motor car, purchased a building, it will not be recorded in this book. Okay. How we have to record it? The secure document on the basis of which transactions are recorded in the purchase book are invoice and bill received. Invoice and bill received help us to prepare purchase book. So this is the format of it. This is the format of it. Date, then name of supplier, invoice number, LF, details, and total amount. Okay. So this is it. Now just directly move to the next. Sales book. All types of, as in the purchase book, all type of credit purchases are mentioned, but in the sales book, all type of credit sales are mentioned. All type of credit sales of goods are mentioned in the sales book. Okay, what we not include in it? Cash sales and sale of asset will not be included in it. Recording of transaction will be the same. The format of that will be the same. Okay. So let's move further. Purchase return books. Any good which we have purchased from any type of seller, and when we are going to return that due to any problem, means there must be defects or everything, Due to any reason, if we are returning that product, credit product, it will be shown in the purchase return book. This book is used to record the return of such goods as were purchased on credit basis. The book is also known as return outward book. There may be various reasons for returning, as we have discussed. Not according to sample, goods are not according to the offer of quality, okay, defective products, price change, so we can return it. So this will be treated in purchase return book. Now just see the format of this. This is the format of purchase return book. Date, name of supplier, debit, LF, date, and this. Okay, here this is very simple. We just put the details, we just put the number, we will show this details, and after that there will be total amount. So this is it for this video. In the upcoming video we will discuss this chapter further. Till then you all are requested to keep learning, keep studying, and keep practicing accounts. And if you find any type of doubts in any query, you can ask. We will be there, I will be there, our school will be there to help you out in all your needs. Till then, bye bye students.